Hello, my name is Spence Hartnett, and I'm going to do a quick sort of uh, run through and postmortem of uh, my level from my world building class here at Full Sail University, and to give a brief overview of what this level is. So the class was you were put into a team of 4 to 5 other people. You're all assigned to do one level and then bring them all together uh, to make sort of one large map or one large sort of mini game. And these levels, they had to abide by some strict um, instructor uh, instructor um, rules. For example, this is an exploration game. There's no shooting. There are enemies, but you can't do anything besides use the tool that the instructor gave to you, which is your grav null. It's a mechanic used to pick up and move large objects or any type of object that's in your way. And so each student was tasked with um, making one level, and each of these levels had to abide by a certain sort of theme. You could pick your theme, and mine was architectural puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. And that's different from a physics puzzle, obviously, in the sense that a physics puzzle, you're going to be doing a lot of moving of objects or interacting with the world uh, in a very physics-based manner. I think an architectural puzzle is more of sort of sleuthing around and figuring out, you know, um, a certain way to go about traversing a level. So let's jump in here. I'm going to start off by saying the UI is instructor made. Um, well, I should say the inventory screen on the top left is instructor made. And so we start off, and I'm just gonna go over here to show that well, actually, let me start off by saying this is where this empty hole here is where I would have come up from the end of my teammate's level. There would generally be a roof, but I actually don't have my teammates' levels on my computer anymore, so here is where you would exit my level if you could. We can't right now, so let's figure out how to get out of here. So as you can see, there's certain supplies and items that you need to be able to pick up in your top left screen. I just acquired a health pack. It was probably not a very bright move of mine, considering I had full health. But for this level, it's pretty simple. It's 3 rooms, each one locked with a by and can only be unlocked by acquiring a key card. And you need every key card to unlock the final room. So you need, and each key card is specific to one room. So you need to acquire the first key card to get through the first room, and then in that room you'll find the second key card, which you'll use to get to the second room, and then in that room you'll find the third key card. So it's a very linear puzzle, very simple puzzle, but this is I think probably my first actual proper sort of crack at this sort of larger open scale level design while I was at Full Sail, and I think it turned out all right. So this mechanic you're seeing here is the instructor made grav null. So you click the left mouse button and you can pick up certain objects and move them around. And let's see if we can get this to settle a little bit better. I don't think I can get up there yet. Ooh. So there's a small little jumping puzzle that you can do that I sort of put into if you want to sort of fully complete the level. It's not required to pick up every collectible to progress forward, but might as well try and figure out where each and everything is. Some of them are obviously easier than others, but the collider of this player is not very, it's just a sphere collider, and so as it tapers on the ground, away from the ground that is, it can be difficult to pick up these smaller supply crates with box colliders on them. And then another jumping puzzle to get to the cache. Oh, and here's this one over here, and I'll just showcase that this fire particle does in fact do damage to you. Now I'm wishing I saved that health pack. And so I created this little archway here to maybe try and not necessarily trick a player, but this is the most obvious route to the player, but the text that pops up suggests that maybe this isn't the proper way to go about it. So this is a little bit less noticeable, but it's actually the proper way to get up and over this barrier here. And at first, when I initially made this level, one of my teammates made these cabinets and these beakers in Blender, I believe, and he actually allowed all of them to have be pick-upable and interactable, and so you could come through and pick up every single beaker and smash it against the wall, but that slowed down the game quickly. But as you can see, you can pick up the ones over by the key card, and they will smash as well. So we've acquired our first key card, and a little text hint to suggest this is the proper door to open it with. And then the first thing you see when you come in the room is this sort of rotating turret, and that lets you know that either something is valuable in here or something is being guarded by these turrets, and it's our job to figure out what. And the turrets do lock onto you if they see you, but their projectiles shoot quite slowly. And oh boy, okay, so it's still locking on. Okay, this was a mistake. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. Okay, relatively unharmed. And then, as you can see, you can just climb back over. So I found my second key card over in the corner of that room. I want to come over here and see if this door will open. It does. So we found the second doorway, and immediately there's a progression blocker, and you have to be smart enough to figure out that you need to push that out of the way. Actually, you might not even need to push it. You might just be able to knock it over as you walk across it. here's the second key card. I initially didn't have lights on the key cards, but I quickly realized that they were much too hard to find without some sort of lighting indicator or some sort of indicator. So I put those little glow point lights, I think they are, on them. And so now we're in the final room. We need to break the glass. Can't break it with our body. We need the steroids to. There is an actual story to go along with our game, that the player needs the steroids to fend off some sort of or they need steroids to bring to a sick wealthy person, and that wealthy person will grant them access to their very high-end mansion. Alright, we've got what we came for. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the last supplies crate. Where might that be? Do I have the one under here? Yes. Under there. Did I pick up one in this room? Let's see. It would appear so. Oh well. So now, if all goes right, we should be able to climb the staircase. And yes, now, so this would, in the full level, this would go up into another teammate's level, but unfortunately I don't have theirs on my computer, so we just sort of get to walk around the map. So yeah, that was my first go at a sort of open-ended but thematically restricted level design for my world building class at Full Sail University. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.